Greetings and welcome. My name is Melissa Bowen, and today I would like to talk about two different videos that I watched regarding psychology and the power of positive thinking. The first was titled The Secret, and the second was titled by Dr. Martin Seligman, The New Era of Positive Psychology. In The Secret, the key focus was the secret to life, and once recognized and achieved, you will live a more stress-free, happier life. In Dr. Martin Seligman's video, his approach is similar in his views of the power of positive thinking. However, his research and presentation seems to be more realistic based on a great deal of scientific research, some which he's performed himself. The Secret introduces the idea that all feelings are attractions, and that attractions cause thoughts, and that if we focus our thoughts on more positive things, they'll happen. It almost presents itself as a dream come true fairy tale type thing. This approach seems to be very reasonable to me. I feel it almost mirrors the is your cup half full or half empty idea. However, it's presented in such a dramatic effect with no proven scientific claims to back it up, it almost felt not quite as reliable. However, some of their examples made perfect sense. One example was if you wake up late in the morning and you think to yourself, this day is going to be terrible, it most likely is going to be terrible. However, if you wake up and you think, I woke up late, this day is going to get better, your day is going to get better. I do feel that we have the power to work on our thoughts and focus more. However, in some of their cases of becoming financially wealthy by just thinking about it may be a faulty scientific claim. The second video that I watched by Dr. Martin Seligman I found quite interesting. Not only was he a great, well-educated speaker, he has performed a great deal of this research himself. His approach seems like a great idea to me. I became very attracted to his presentation and listening to him. The summary of his thinking was, long ago, therapists, including himself, were taught on the idea of helping people who were mentally ill, had anxiety, depression, schizophrenia, etc. And at which time researchers thought maybe we should focus on strengths of people rather than their weaknesses all the time, and positive psychology became a huge idea. Their thinking had three major points. One, if you have concerns with strengths rather than weaknesses. Two, they were interested in building the best in life rather than repairing the worst. And three, they were concerned with making lives of normal people fulfilling and with nurturing high talent. Found all three of these ideas to be quite amazing. Simple, yet a great deal of just common sense. Anytime we focus on something, it becomes more prominent, so why not focus on good rather than the bad? The other intriguing scientific factor that he shared to prove his point, within the last 60 years, no mental illness diseases were treatable. Today, 14 are treatable and 2 are curable. Find that absolutely outstanding. Additionally, he mentioned there's ongoing current research studies on positive interventions, such as naughty numb of science, random assignments, and a placebo control. Throughout watching both videos, I found the chance to reflect on my profession, in addition to some of the most recent personal life experiences I've had. These videos couldn't have possibly come at a better time for me. In my profession, we're currently at potentially the most stressful time we've been in years. Healthcare is ever-changing. Working for the Affordable Care Act, it being so new, every day is a new challenge. Daily, I'm in multiple meetings, committees discussing these changes, and there are always different views and opinions. Usually, they lead to a pretty good debate. The greatest positive thinking approach which has helped me in looking at each thing that we're doing wrong is a new opportunity. When I'm faced with new opportunities versus you just screwed that up, of course the challenge becomes much more fun because it's a new opportunity. Who wouldn't want something new versus something you've done wrong? In regards to my personal life, in the last 5 weeks have been pretty rough. I've been faced with a milestone birthday, which we know, especially women, don't like milestone birthdays. I've had a very sudden death of an immediate young family member, which has been very devastating. Multiple changes in my career. My mother's been diagnosed with terminal cancer. My father has a terminal diagnosis and actually has been in cardiac arrest. In addition, my brother was hospitalized last week with a life-threatening condition. In 5 short weeks, it's overwhelming to think that I've gone from my 30s to my 40s. I have a mother and a father and 2 siblings. And shortly, it's going to be just me and 1 sibling. The thought of this could be quite fearful for most, And I will admit, with the loss of my young aunt, who was like my second mom, has had many challenges. However, I thrive off of positive thinking, and thankfully, I always have. With thinking more positive, I'm now thrilled to be old enough and mature enough to handle all of this. I also realize the older I get, the likely it is that I'm going to lose my parents and I'm going to be left alone. But I'm extremely thankful that I'm able to help them, care for them, and support all the other family through this time of need. Through positive thinking, I'm also honored to have been raised well, and I know that I can and will survive independently. I do also know that when one door closes, another door opens. And I'm thankful to be in college, currently fulfilling a dream, and to have something positive to focus on, in addition to raising two wonderful children, hoping to teach them the same.